The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org.
Story that happened in Eretz Yisrael. The story was set over by Rav Yitzchak Zilberstein. There was a terrorist, a suicide bomber, who made the decision that he wanted to meet his maker, but in the most vicious and barbaric manner. And he had a suicide belt, a suicide vest, devised and fashioned for him. And he waited until there was a double bus that came by, a double bus in the center of Eretz Yisrael. Sometimes when it's packed, it have 100 people on it. And he decided to get the middle seat and detonate his suicide vest. And the carnage, the murder would have been perhaps one of the most horrific suicides in all of Eretz Yisrael. And sure enough, he waited until you couldn't fit another person in the bus. And he pushed the trigger. And nothing happened. Something's wrong. It's not working. He gets off at the next stop and he finds a quiet spot and he realizes that the batteries, the AAA batteries in the detonator were put in upside down. So he quickly rights those batteries and puts them back and he waits for the next bus. And sure enough, there's another big double bus and he waits until it's absolutely full, packed like sardines. He sits in the middle, he detonates it. Nothing happens. And he's getting frustrated and no one notices him. And he gets off again and he finds a quiet spot and he realized that he had turned over 5 of the 6 batteries, but he hadn't done the 6th one. By that time already the buses were empty. He decided he'll wait until the next morning, until rush hour, and he'll detonate it. But with Hashem's incredible chesed and siyata d'shmaya, the Israeli forces received a tip that there was someone on the loose, and they found him, and a tremendous disaster was averted. Think about it for a moment. The Rebbeinu Shalom caused somebody to make a stupid decision or a stupid mistake. And what was that? To put in batteries the wrong way. And then the fellow goes out and he puts the batteries in the right way, but he forgets one battery. And l'taiv, in a positive way, that decision saved the lives of hundreds of people. And it impacted thousands, the widows, the orphans, the parents, the family, the Jewish community that would have mourned such a tremendous massacre and carnage. Yet the Rebbeinu Shalom, who runs this world so perfectly, he too makes decisions. And sometimes he causes us to make decisions that have a little tiny deviance, one way or the other. The train is angled just 1 millimeter to the right or the left, but the destination is totally changed.
Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org